Four news stories for you. Firstly, a viewer contacted me. He said, Sajid, you speak on Ethiopia all day, but you never talk about rising prices in Ethiopia. Do you know that prices of cooking oil have spiked? They have gone up at least 3 times in the past few days. Secondly, a UN Human Rights Council session was held to review human rights situation in Eritrea. UN's special representative for Eritrea presented his report at the session. What did he say? What is the overall picture of human rights situation in Eritrea? Thirdly, viewers, Addis Ababa security forces have released a warning. It's a warning for some individuals, some groups, some political parties. What are Addis Ababa security forces saying? Why are they warning them? And who are they warning? And lastly, viewers, three political parties from the Somali region of Ethiopia have held another meeting in Nairobi, Kenya. An alliance against Mustafa Omar's Somali government has been formed. The alliance is in operation. It is trying to bring about a change in the Somali region. First, viewers, a viewer shared a video clip with me. He said, Sajid, do you know how edible oil is being sold in Ethiopia? The prices have gone up, and a 5-liter packet of edible oil is being sold for 1,000 Ethiopian birrs. Can a family afford to buy edible oil which is so expensive? He has shared this video clip with me. He says this is how edible oil, cooking oil is being sold in Ethiopia because prices have spiked in the past few months. Watch this video clip showing how edible oil, cooking oil is being sold in some parts of Ethiopia. There are so many problems in Ethiopia. There are internal conflicts, ongoing drought, then locust attacks also happen, rising inflation, unemployment, armed groups, religious problems, border disputes, ethnic problems. The governments, the groups, the political parties, they must join hands to form a broad agenda to get out of this thing which Ethiopia is in now, the problem. Otherwise, people will keep on fighting, tribes, regions, ethnic groups will keep on fighting among themselves, and ordinary civilians will keep on suffering. Secondly, viewers, a special session of UN Human Rights Council was held to review human rights situation in Eritrea and Sri Lanka. UN's Special Representative Muhammad Abdi Salam Babikar presented his oral report about human rights situation in Eritrea. What did he say? Firstly, he said, there is no improvement in human rights situation in Eritrea. Situation is the same as it was a few years ago. Secondly, there is systematic crackdown on dissenting voices in Eritrea. Systematic, not individual. It's part of the system that those who disagree, they come under crackdown. Thirdly, civic and democratic space is shrinking. No civil society organizations, and democracy obviously is nowhere to be seen there. And fourthly, he said, freedom of expression, freedom of assembly, freedom of association, freedom of religion, all are being curtailed. They are under pressure. Indefinite national service continuing. It started in 1998. It's still continuing. Eritrea responded to this report of Abdus Salam. Eritrea said, its representative, that it would not answer to all these claims. And secondly, Eritrea said that despite instabilities in neighboring countries, Eritrea is stable, and this stability is overlooked by UN Human Rights Council observers who monitor human rights situation in Eritrea. That is the thing that Eritrea takes credit for, that it is stable, there is no problem, there is no internal conflict in Eritrea. But thousands have fled Eritrea. Their youth is fleeing. If Eritrea is stable, then people from outside should come to Eritrea. Why is that Eritreans are leaving Eritrea? It means situation in the country is far from being stable, peaceful, and friendly for the people of Eritrea. The majority of the people of Eritrea, especially for youth. So, I have talked to several young boys and girls from Eritrea who stay in touch with me, and they are against this indefinite national service. That is why one of the reasons they flee from Eritrea is this indefinite national service. Thirdly, viewers, Addis Ababa security forces have released a joint statement. They say they are running out of their patience and now they'll take action. Who are they warning? They say that during Adwa celebration and Kara Mara celebration, some political parties, individuals, and groups try to create conflicts among nations, nationalities, and peoples of Ethiopia in Addis Ababa. Security forces showed restraint, but security forces are now warning these groups that legal action will be taken against them. Obviously, Addis Ababa forces are addressing Baldiras here. Mainly Skandinaga's Baldiras is being addressed by security forces of Addis Ababa, because we saw that during Adwa celebrations, Addis Ababa mayor came under attack. People chanted slogans against her. People chanted slogans in favor of Skandinaga. Then Karamara celebrations were held yesterday, and Skandinaga's party tried to have celebration and a gathering at a place where they did not have permission to organize a gathering, and dozens of their members were arrested, party members. They are still in custody. So once again, Addis Ababa forces are warning Baldiras. So action has already started. Dozens of their members, Baldiras members, have been arrested and in custody. We could see more action against Skandinaga as well. Maybe yesterday's action was a warning for Skandinaga that you could be put in prison too. He was released yesterday, but this statement indicates that the next target could be Skandinaga. Lastly, viewers, three political parties, opposition parties from the Somali region of Ethiopia have held another meeting in Nairobi, Kenya, where an anti-Mustafa Umar government alliance is being formed. The three parties which attended the meeting in Nairobi, Kenya are firstly ONLF, Ogaden National Liberation Front, secondly CSC, Congress for Somali Cause, thirdly FEP, Freedom and Equality Party. Ahmed Hassan led CSC, Congress for Somali Cause. Abdurrahman Made led ONLF, and Ibrahim Muhammad Hassan led Freedom and Equality Party in yesterday's meeting. An alliance against Mustafa Umar's government has been formed, but the alliance is working in Nairobi, Kenya. How will this alliance work on the ground in the Somali region of Ethiopia? That remains to be seen. All major politicians, opposition politicians, they are trying to launch a movement from Kenya, from Nairobi. They are holding meetings there. I don't know how their meetings in Nairobi will translate into some on the ground change in the Somali region of Ethiopia. They do want to start a movement, but so far we have not seen any considerable development on the ground in the Somali region of Ethiopia. We have seen some scattered protests in the Somali region of Ethiopia. Even it's not clear if they were linked to this movement or not. So let's see, can these politicians bring about any change on the ground in the Somali region of Ethiopia? That remains to be seen. Thank you for watching.